Alright, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys real quick. Next step is the buttons. We got all the buttons installed, and now it's going to be wiring them up. So you're going to get a bundle of wires like this, and you're going to have your connectors like this. So once you get them all installed here, you're going to go ahead and wire up the buttons, and these two black leads here, there's going to be two of them on each connection. They're going to go here and here. You're going to have as you can see in the picture there, a plus sign up on this one top side there, and then you're going to have another almost looks like an arrow down, but it's another negative. That's going to be where the red wire goes. So the plus will get the yellow wire. Plus will get a yellow wire, and then the red will go below that, and then you go black and black on each side there. Okay, so laying out your buttons, you're going to have a coin to add a coin, one player to select one player. This I'm trying to set up as the exit button, so that when you're done playing a game you can just hit this and it'll go back and you can select another game. These are cut out here because this is actually going to get covered with the joystick. It's going to come up through there, and this disc will cover part of this, so you won't see this ugliness here. These have little plastic covers on them. You can peel those off. So on the underside here, what it's going to look like is you're going to have your cable connecting your joystick from here to the end here. You don't want to plug it in here. This is going to be the wrong side. So it's going to be the opposite side of where it plugs in the USB cable. This USB cable, it's a standard printer cable. It's going to go into your Raspberry Pi, into one of the USB ports. Doesn't matter which one. I just use the USB 2.0s. And then on this board here, pretty simple. You're going to have two of them, one for player 1, one for player 2. So get this other one out here and show you. So like I said, your analog controller will go here, and then you're also going to have on the back here, it's going to have K1, K2, K3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 11 and 12. Those are going to be for individual buttons that you can assign. And then it's going to have start and select. So for start and select, I'm going to make those my start and select. This is my select. This is my start. And then the rest of my buttons in order. I just started with K1, the lower. So I want K1, K2, K3, K4, K5, K6. Doesn't really matter. You could go K1, 3, 5, 4, 2, 6, and it really doesn't matter. And I'll show you why in a minute here. Once you get that wired in, what I'm probably going to do to make this simple, keep this wire mess here under control, is I'll probably take some Velcro and just Velcro this down to the board so that it kind of stays put. One thing I was kind of worried about is these actually shorting out since they are kind of close. If you're worried about that and you want to take a little extra step and get some heat shrink, you can put some heat shrink on the back sides of those so they don't short out. But it should be okay. Probably not necessary. And let's see, the next step is going to be our software setup. We're just going to do one side of this, so we're not going to go through the whole thing, but it'll pretty much be the same thing for each controller. So it's going to show up in the Raspberry Pi as two controllers because it's going to be kind of like you have two Xbox controllers, if you will, connected. But they're just going to be, the buttons and stuff are going to be pushed from here. So one controller will be here, the other controller will be here. Okay, let's get into the Raspberry Pi setup. Alright, so once you get this all hooked up, you should have a gamepad detected. Once we get that second side set up, it'll say 2 gamepads detected. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set up the first one. And we're going to hold a button on gamepad 1. Okay, so our D-pad up is going to be our analog stick. Up, down, left, right, start. Start. We're gonna do button 6. Select is gonna be our coin. Button A. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to skip left shoulder, right shoulder. We're going to do left trigger, right trigger. We're going to skip this, skip that. I'm not sure how any of these are going to play within each game. You're probably going to have to set this up game dependent each time. I think you can set profiles. And our hotkey enable. Hotkey enable go. I think it'll warn us. Select button. Sure. Okay. So let's just go into Arcade here. And we'll go to Pac-Man. Alright, so we're going to hit coin. And our start button. And there we go. As you can see, our stick's working as it should there. I don't have this mounted, so it's hard to tell which direction I'm actually pushing. Woo! And I'm trapped. But that's pretty much it. I haven't quite figured out yet on how to exit. That's the next thing I want to work on. So once I figure that out, or what key combination, I know if you push so you enable cheats. That evidently is reset. That must have been it. Let's see here. Coin and start. Yep. So hold down the coin, hit the start button. So basically select start, I guess, is what took me out of that. But that's pretty much it. Our next step, we'll get the rest of this wired up, and then we'll start working on the sound and the power situation. So stay tuned for those videos, and we'll see you on those. If you have any questions, comments, leave it down below. Share, subscribe. Thanks. Bye.